Welcome to the Free Super Tips Premier League Tipping Challenge. And this week we've got one of Arsenal's biggest fans, Troopz, on the show.
How you doing, man?
You
Thanks
all
for
right,
bringing
mate?
me on, man. How you
That's
doing,
all
man?
right. You looking forward to this?
Yeah, man. I can't even say back again because it's the first time, but you get me. Well, hopefully I will be back again.
You will be.
Yeah,
if you do
hopefully.
well, if
Yeah.
you beat us, yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking to do that, man.
So we're going to cover the 5 big games of the weekend, and we're going to get started with Wolves versus Leicester. 12:30, we've got Wolves versus Leicester. Now, these two, probably two of the most unpredictable sides in the league, in our opinion. Just look at a couple of these results since November. Wolves, they've beaten Chelsea and Spurs, yet they've lost to Cardiff and Huddersfield. And then you look at Leicester, they've beaten Chelsea and Man City in the same period, but lost to Cardiff and Southampton. You can't really work out what these two sides are going to do any one week from another. There's only 2 points, though, that separate them in the league table, so there's not a lot in it. We're going to go for Leicester not to lose the game. So in the double chance market, Leicester, where you'd get Leicester or the draw, you win either way. Correct score, we're going to go 1-1. What about yourself?
I think Wolves, they perform really well away from home. They went to United and got a point.
Yeah.
They come to us and got a point. And Nuno sets up his team in a proper way. And I think they were unlucky to lose their last game, but they beat a couple teams around them to get them back in the hunt. But I'm going for Wolves because you can't really go against Nuno, innit? Me personally, I'm going 2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves. Saturday, 3 o'clock, we've got Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Liverpool haven't lost to Anfield in the Premier League for 31 matches. Unbelievable. This season, they're 9 out of 10 at home, just the one draw. They've only conceded 3 goals at home. 2 of those were actually against our 2 clubs, Man U and Arsenal. I think the other one was Cardiff, if memory serves. So they're going to be hard to break down. And Crystal Palace, they lack that real centre forward, don't they? They rely so heavily on Wilf Zaha. I mean, the 3 goals they got at Man City was just an absolute one-off. We can't really think about that going forward. Liverpool have got injuries at the back. You know, they're had a few injuries. Alexander-Arnold's out, isn't he? But Van Dijk, absolute man-mountain at the back. So our main selection, we're going to go for Liverpool to win to 0, which means Liverpool must win and Palace not score. And for a correct score, we're going to go for 2-0.
Me personally, Liverpool are flying, you understand? But Palace, Liverpool's always a mad game. You always remember that game when they were 3-0 up and then they come back 3-3, Suarez on the floor crying.
Yep.
I remember Palace went up there 3 years ago and beat them 3-1. I think it was Gerrard's last game at Anfield. But in this game, you can't see nothing but a Liverpool win. But I do think Palace will get a goal.
All right.
I think maybe Zaha or Townsend, one of them worldies might go in. But I'll probably go for a Liverpool 3-1.
Saturday, 5:30, we've got a little game that might interest the man to my left. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Now, we'll have your opinion in a second. Going forward, our perspective, Arsenal look great at times. You know, they've scored 24 in 11 at home. At the back, iffy to say the least, Troopz. Chelsea, they've got 19 in 10 away from home. By the time Saturday kicks off, they could have Higuain in their starting lineup. I mean, as we're recording this, it's looking like the deal could go through, an on-loan deal, so he could be up front with Hazard, Pedro. Don't want to worry you anymore. 4 of the last 5 matches between these two in the league, both teams have scored, and it's been over 2.5 goals as well. So, you know, that we're looking at goals here. Our predictions: Arsenal 2, Chelsea 2, and we're going to go over 2.5 goals. What are you reckoning?
Me personally, last time we played them at Emirates was the League Cup semi-final. We done them 2-1. The one before that was a 2-2 draw. Bellerin got the equaliser in the last minute. There were scenes, fam. Absolute scenes. But they've only beaten us 1 in the last 6, I think, which was this season, including pre-season games, Community Shield and whatnot. But we need a win. You understand? Top 4 is looking a myth. That loss last weekend, that killed me. You understand? Because I actually, Declan Rice is my boy. He's actually one of my friends, and for him to get his first goal against me, and then I put a picture up and he put Declan Rice with a laugh, and it got like 1,000 likes. So like, I need revenge. You understand? I need a big win this weekend. You get me? I'm a blood clot, yeah. 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay, Sunday 1:30, we've got Huddersfield versus Manchester City. Man City obviously are going to win this game. I think that's without doubt. They've got over that dodgy December where they lost to Palace, lost to Leicester, and what a bounce back. They beat Liverpool in that all-important Premier League clash, beat Rotherham and Burton by an aggregate of 16-0. turned over Wolves 3-0, so there's little hope for Huddersfield here. How are Huddersfield going to cope up now that David Wagner's left? You know, we don't know how they'll respond to that. One thing I would say, they've scored in 5 of their last 6 home matches, right? So we're going to take a chance here and we're going to go for Man City to win, but both teams to score, right? So all we need is Huddersfield to nick a goal and we think City will roll them over after that. Correct score-wise, 3-1 City.
I think it's going to be more than that. I think it's a matter of how many can City get, you understand? Because with the Wagner situation, he done so much for the club. The way he got them up and his style of playing, the way he kept them up last season was a big, big factor. And the way they've been playing this season has just been, I'm not being rude to Huddersfield fans, but it's been a joke. It's been an absolute joke. They haven't invested in him. They can't, like, their strikers, Meunier, can't get goals. I can't see him scoring a goal. Right. Like, literally cannot see him a goal. I'd probably go City winning 5-0.
Sunday, 4 o'clock, Fulham versus Troopz' second favourite team, Tottenham. Now, what a week it's been for Tottenham. I bet you're gutted about that. Man United, my boys, rolled them over. Harry Kane hobbles off, out till March. Son's off at the Asian Cup for South Korea. It's all gone wrong all of a sudden. Big smile on his face. Right, can they get the job done here? Now, we said Son and Kane are missing. They've scored 47% of their Premier League goals, so that's a big loss. Ranieri, since he's gone to Fulham, he's tried to tighten them up a bit at the back because obviously they were leaking goals left, right and centre. He's done that to some extent. They've only conceded 4 in their last 4 home games. Okay, so that's a bit of an improvement. So when you combine that with the fact that Tottenham are missing their forwards, etc., we're still going to go for a Tottenham win, so don't get too excited. But it's going to be a bit more of a grind. We reckon 1-0 Tottenham and our main selection under 2.5 goals.
I think Tottenham are in problems in this game. I'll be real, because you forget that Sissoko's injured as well.
Yeah.
You understand? He's been a key part in that midfield. He's been a driving force. So Lamela came on against United, your boys, he looked dead. I thought he would have come off. You understand? That's how poor he was. And Kane's a big miss. Big, big miss. I think Son is a bigger miss. Because for me, Son's probably the form player in the league. You understand? So we have to look into that. Fulham, they've looked all over the place. The defence, and when they had their previous manager, it was always a chop and change defence. It wasn't settled. Now it's a bit settled. I think Ranieri's always got that thing about him where he can pull something out the bag. You understand? And he done it against Tottenham. He's done it against Tottenham many, many times. Remember the Leicester times. So I'm going for Fulham to draw this game 1-1.
Hope you've enjoyed this week's edition of the Free Super Tips Premier League Tipping Challenge with our main man Troopz here. You enjoyed that?
Yeah, man, it was fun, man.
Yeah?
I'll definitely be back again.
Yeah,
definitely.
We'll have him back on if he beats us. How about that?
Pray for Troopz.
Yeah, pray for Troopz. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've enjoyed this, and remember, enjoy your Premier League weekend.